we've always talked about adding your marketing plans into your inventory plans. Inside of the forecast, you can, add additional sales growth. You can add trends, right? You can add lightning deals. This could also be email campaigns that you have. This could be, working with influencers. You select your dates and then you choose how many units you think you're going to sell in addition, and then you add those. The other feature that we have talked often about is your seasonal sales spikes. So you can see that you can add a Christmas spike, you can add even a decrease, a negative, and those are going to show up inside of your forecasting and factor themselves in. So all of that is applying your marketing to your inventory. It's sort of marketing-minded inventory planning. What I'm starting to talk about now is inventory-minded marketing plans. That's something that's a little different. It's specifically taking inventory data, and using it to help you make marketing decisions. So often what happens is we focus on our hero products. We focus on the products that are doing well for us, but then there are some products that are maybe just limping along. They might be costing us fees. They might be just sitting there with money tied up. And so we want to get those sales to increase. We want to get the sell-through to improve. Sell-through improving is going to help our IPI limits, our IPI score rather, and it's just going to be better for business. So one of the things that I recommend is looking at a couple of different reports. There are a couple of different reports that you should be sending to your marketing team, or your marketing team should be logging in and looking at. And if you're not using Stockouts, it's something that you can send them in terms of if you've got a good tracking system or a logging system for your inventory and for your velocity, it's something that you can send to your marketing team as well. But we'll start with essentially our Stockouts, our future Stockouts report. This is a default. This is not something that you have to build as a custom report. The other reports I'm going to show you are custom reports. This is a default. Stockouts future, you're going to find it at the top as one of the favorites. It's going to pull up anything that has a potential risk of stocking out. So it's using the potential stock out days are greater than 0. And you can see there are a couple of different stock out days. So these are potentially going to run out of stock. I can see by looking at this 1 day and 4 days, those are things I can likely avoid. I can send this list to my marketing team and tell them that there's going to be a potential stock out. Maybe we can ease up a little bit, maybe, make some changes to the bids. Maybe some of those bids that are costing you more, are more a cost than you like, maybe lower some of those bids and do less spending on the marketing side, keep more of your money and avoid stocking out for that period of time. 27 days may be a little bit harder to avoid, but it's something maybe you can slow down the sales, and maybe you can find a way to get the inventory to Amazon faster, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Just send a stock out risk report to your team, to your marketing team. Your inventory team should have it, but your marketing team should also have it. And that way, when they go to do their marketing planning, they're not driving sales on a product that's about to stock out. That happens a lot, is that the marketing team is not talking to the inventory team and they drive the inventory straight into a stock out. So this would help to avoid that. Do it on a weekly basis, send it on a monthly basis, whatever works for you. But having a stock out risk report sent to your marketing team can be extremely valuable. The other thing that can be valuable is creating an overstock report, right? So what we're filtering here is we're looking at the days left on Amazon being greater than, say, 90 days. We're at 90 days as a overstock, and we're considering 90 days as overstock. This is a report that you can then send to your team, and your team can see what is overstocked and make the decision that they can actually drive sales on these particular products. And even perhaps, looking at it a little differently. It's not just a matter of looking at, can you afford to make the change? Can you afford the inventory? You're also considering, one, you want to move inventory maybe at a lesser profit, but, 2 is you're recovering some of that cash, you're getting some of that capital back, and you're also potentially gaining rank. So maybe the ranking is not that great on the product, but you have a ton of it. You might be able to revive that product and get that product more ranking, because it's either have it sit and be a slow seller, and not be doing a lot for your business, or drop the margins a little bit and really push that product and see if you can do something with it. Because we tend to focus on, like I said, the hero products, the winning products, but sending those, that it shifts the focus. It starts to make us look at our entire catalog and marketing across our entire catalog, and really thinking about cash flow. And can I get some of that cash back and put it into something that's really going to work well for me, right? Another product that I can invest in. So having an over 90 days or an overstock report, whatever overstock means to you, setting up those filters can be very valuable. And this is a custom report. So this is something you would have to build into the system yourself, but it's simply days left on Amazon greater than 90 days or whatever. And of course, you always want to keep statuses active.